Hello again. This is chapter 10 of my YouTube series called The Solution, and today I want to talk about our nation's health. Now, the FDA is the first thing that comes to mind, all right? The Food and Drug Administration is supposed to oversee products that we consume to protect us. However, let's take the drug companies to start, okay? If I was in business and I wanted you to take my pill, would you take more pills if I found a cure, or would you take more pills if I found a treatment for what was wrong with you? Drug companies need to recover their research and development costs. I get that. And make a profit to boot. And they have to cover the cost of making the drug, distributing the drug, and all those other things. But don't kid yourself into believing that drug companies cure a lot of things. All right, they treat a myriad of problems that we have. If you watch a drug company advertisement on TV. First of all, you see them all the time. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 10 o'clock in the morning. And who are they advertising to? They're hoping a couple of doctors are watching and they're spending millions of dollars? No. They're asking us, who are not trained professionals, to diagnose and prescribe our own treatments. You see something on TV and you see some symptoms and you may run to your doctor and go, I have this, give me this. All right? Used to be drug companies had salesmen that went door to door, and perhaps they still do, in giving out samples. I think now they're sending the samples and just before they start an ad campaign, because they know we're going to come to the doctor and go, give me this. This is going to help me. Do you think it's going to help me? And so I propose that drug companies can't advertise on TV. They do nothing for us except make us feel sicker and point out our miseries if we're feeling the way they're describing on TV. And the side effects of these drugs are worse than what you're treating it for. I've got arthritis. All right, and they got drugs out there that your heart will stop. You'll get your vision will go. You'll eat through your stomach lining. I mean, oh my gosh, yeah, we've been warned. Okay, and that doesn't change the fact that we're going to get some of this stuff, or maybe some of us are. There's risk involved in all drugs, and most of the time, I believe that taking one drug is going to lead to taking another drug. How perfect is that for the drug industry? And the FDA oversees this. How many drugs have been taken off the market when they were supposed to have already been approved by the FDA? But what happens is that the drug companies say, look, we've spent millions of dollars on this drug. Our results show it does this, and we spent 4 years developing this drug, put it out on the market, and here's our test results. And the FDA goes, okay, because the company wants to recover their R&D money as soon as possible. But the problem is that there's no long-term effect studies on any of these drugs, and we find out by being guinea pigs to these drugs. The drug companies have to figure out a different way or a better way. I would suggest that the drug companies get more involved with homeopathic treatments. I know there's no money in it, so they're not going to do it. But the fact of the matter is that we have natural foods that take care of certain things. I've heard scuttlebutt that in Japan they don't have diabetes because they know what foods help us stay away from it. I mean, ADHD, ADD, obesity, autism, decreased mental capacity in our people in general, sluggishness, laziness, are those because of our food and our drugs. Let's talk about our food, okay? Our food is tainted in so many ways with growth hormones for chickens and cows and pigs, sheep. I don't know about sheep and pigs, but and chickens lay eggs, so it's in our eggs. Cows give milk, it's in our milk, and it seems to me like the food companies, obviously, the more they produce at the least cost, the better. So if you give a cow growth hormones, the cow's gonna weigh more. You're gonna get more dollars because it's X amount per pound. I get that from a business standpoint, but do they care about our health when they're doing these things? I know of young girls who are menstruating at 8 and 9 years old. It wasn't like that when I was a kid, and there also was less crap in our food when I was a kid. So we need to get the crap out of our food. If preservatives have to be taken out and we're forced to buy local food only, and no, maybe we won't have as many oranges or whatever doesn't keep well. Someone said that the best place to shop in a supermarket is around the outside walls. Dairy, meat, bread, fruits, vegetables. The stuff in the middle is processed, all right? We need to be more aware of those things and eat those things, and we can, with our buying power, put companies that are not putting our best interests first and foremost. We could put them out of business by not buying their products, okay? I mean, everybody jumps on the bandwagon. It's low sodium, low sugar, low fat. I mean, as soon as someone says it's not good, there's a low version of it. If someone says something's good, like lycopene's the big thing right now, okay? And all of a sudden, everything's got lycopene in it, okay? Just to make you buy it. But what else is in it, okay? The label says natural spices, natural colors, all right? And under those headings, they are allowed to put stuff and not tell you about it. So when you read the label, you're not getting everything, because the FDA allows the food companies to not put everything on the label and allow them to have catch-all phrases like natural spices. So be wary of those things. Take a minute, read, educate our children on their own health early on and eating properly, and then provide those things. Unfortunately, fruits and vegetables are expensive, all right? But that's what we need to eat, all right? And we're not growing it. How do I say it? The way we grow this stuff, all right, it's not taking as much nutrients out of the soil as it used to, because our soil is getting abused. So those are the problems. The solution lies with the FDA doing a better job and a little bit more truth in advertising in the products that we're putting in our body, all right? Because I think that we're starting to pay the price for shortcuts that big business is trying to implement and has implemented in order to make more money. My next chapter is going to be on national health care, and look forward to talking to you then. Everything I'm talking about is in my book here under New Management. A little bit more in depth than what I'm talking about now, but it's an ebook. It's on Amazon.com. And until I see you again, be safe.